I'm just gonna come out and say this. We already determined this before. It's like y'all gonna make us pay for Sagat again. You're doing the same thing that Namco Bandai's doing with Tekken.
Street Fighter 3's season Street Fighter 3. Man, rebuke that. Get out of it. Loose, demon. Get out of here. Street Fighter 6 season 3. Street Fighter 6 season 3 characters have been announced. We got a Super Kenny Omega trailer, him cosplaying as all the different characters. And we got Sagat, Ingrid. I sent the I know
C-Viper and Alex.
No, I was looking for the because I wanted to say when they were releasing too. So we got Sagat coming out in summer 2025. We got C-Viper coming out in autumn 2025. Then we gotta wait all the way until early spring of 2026 to get Alex. I ain't trying to say nothing bad. I'll wait for my take. Ingrid is coming in late spring 2026. Wait, they got that on there twice? Late spring 2026. Okay, so I guess they go try to mush her in there close with Alex. Yeah, we got these characters. A lot of people are hyped. Many people are hyped that Sagat is back. Many people are excited to see C-Viper. Crazy. Most people I saw were hype about Ingrid. I was hoping it'd be 100%, but some people are just like, Ingrid, that's a waste of a spot. She was only in the game right here while we waited her with her. I'm like, bro, like your character might get in it. Relax. And then we got Alex. So how are you people feeling about these characters that were announced? Their slated times to be released, this huge gap in time. We'll go ahead and start with you, MC Mason.
So first off, initially, I'm just gonna come out and say this. I feel like, wow, okay, so once again, you guys decided, and we already determined this before. It's like y'all gonna make us pay for Sagat again. Again. Like, not even this wasn't you're doing the same thing that Namco Bandai's doing with Tekken.
I told you they get away with it though somehow.
It's the same thing. Like, it's like, oh yeah, so we're gonna have Sagat V for DLC for Street Fighter 5. Oh, I mean, that was bad back then. And then it's like, all right, in Street Fighter 6, people are like, well, is Sagat even gonna be in the game? Because he's not in the base roster. Oh, he's gonna be in the game. Wait, so you're gonna make us pay for Sagat again in the next game? Not even like, oh, we're gonna make you pay for Sagat maybe like 3 games later or something like that. The very next game, we have to pay for Sagat again. Which I don't know, man. I'm a little offended by that. So that stinks. It's good to see C-Viper again. I think like that character, I'm interested to see how that character actually fits in to a game that has Drive Rush and all that stuff in there, all the insanity that comes along with that. So I'm interested to see how she meshes with that and how she interacts with people, the rest of the cast. Ingrid, I didn't really know a whole lot about Ingrid. I didn't really play Capcom Fighting Evolution or any of that, but I'm interested to see how this.
She was in the GameCube version of Alpha 3 also.
Oh, she was? Yeah, I didn't play GameCube, man. I had a PS2, bro. So
PSP version.
PSP. Oh, okay. Get me right.
Oh, okay. Is that that was like the 0 one, right? Like, or
yeah, Street Fighter Alpha 3 Max.
Yeah.
They had Yoon in there and Maki and Eagle.
Oh wow, Eagle. Wow, yeah, that should bring Eagle back. That's crazy. Okay, yeah, I've never played this character before, so I'm open to seeing what she's like. I mean, technically speaking, for most people that didn't play that game, she's a new character. So technically speaking, kind of a new character, maybe. And Alex, I don't know. My brother played Alex a lot in Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, and he actually really liked that character. I remember he was okay in that game. I think I remember feeling like he was way better in Tatsunoko versus Capcom. I remember him being a way better character in that game. And then he was pretty decent in Street Fighter 5, I think. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they do him in this game. But I don't know. I think everybody, except with the exception of Sagat, is pretty cool. I just don't like the idea of like making somebody who's not only has been in the base roster for other games, and then you decided to make him into DLC for the last game, and then to make him a DLC for this game. I just feel like, wow, like you're really pushing it here. They're really pushing it here, man. Capcom, is really pushing it with that. I don't like that at all. It's like, and like Rexon said, it's like, Namco Bandai does the same thing and they get raked over the coals about it. But then like when Capcom does it, it's like, oh, okay, well, we're so glad to see Sagat again. Oh man, it's so great to have Akuma back in the game. And it's like, yeah, but these characters have been base roster characters in other games, and now they're making you pay for them. Now they're 2 games in a row. So I don't know, man. I think just, Capcom, do better, man. Just do better. But everybody else, Ingrid, Alex, C Viper, I'm on board. But Sagat, come on, man.
On you, Mr. Gamer Lil.
So my initial thing was when I saw Kenny Omega, I'm like, they're not about to put him in the game already. Because I mean, City of the Wolves has opened up the doors for
This is
like
an SNK.
Real life guest characters, and I'm actually behind it. I'm for it. If it makes sense, I'm for it. Kenny Omega, he plays Street Fighter. He's been in tournaments. He's a gamer. He walks out to One Wing Angel music from Final Fantasy. Like he's a gamer. So I think it's about time for a new wrestler in Street Fighter anyway. A actual cool wrestler. So
Wow.
when I saw the trailer, I'm like, this is pretty dope how they're like revealing this. But as I'm thinking about it, I'm like, he would have looked so cool as this one character. Like he would have, like, imagine if he had like a mask on, like these yellow and purple pants, and with these claws. Like that would have been such a cool. That would have been such a cool cosplay. Like I would have been like, oh man, like who is that character? Like I want to play him. I mean, C Viper's cool, Sagat's dope. Ingrid,
Didn't Frozen teach you anything? Let it go. Let it go.
In the words of Captain America, no, I don't think I will. But yeah, I'm hyped. I'm really hyped the most for C Viper because as E mentioned, I just can't wait to see, how she comes in and is such a bad character. So yeah, Sagat looks cool. Alex, I don't really care about Alex. I guess he's all right. I guess they keep bringing him back because he was technically like the protagonist of Street Fighter 3.
Yeah.
So, man, I just don't really care about Alex. He all right. Ingrid, I mean, she's been in very few games. She kind of played, from what I remember, she kind of played like Athena. Honestly, it's like Capcom's version of Athena, I believe. It's been a while since I played Capcom Fighting Evolution. But I mean, we just mentioned Street Fighter Alpha 3 Max. Like, when y'all gonna bring back Eagle? When y'all gonna bring back Maki? Like, those some cool characters. Just we ain't seen them in forever. Literally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, Eagle got the 2 batons. I mean, he was in Street Fighter 1 with Sagat. I think that'd be a dope character to bring back. A double Tonfa character in Street Fighter. That'd be so dope.
Yeah.
I actually would have liked to see Rolento. I would love to see how Rolento looks in Street Fighter 6. He'd be cool. I want to see Guy Cody, but I mean, this is year 3, so I'm assuming that we're gonna probably at least have 4 or 5 year maybe for this game. I would imagine. And who knows? They might slip up and give us like some type of another guest character. I'm actually kind of curious to see if we're going to get any other guest characters. I think that'll be pretty dope. But yeah, I mean, pretty interesting season. I mean, Elena just dropped. She's pretty cool. I actually been playing. I didn't think I really actually would play her a lot, but she's actually pretty fun. Like her, I love the way her super looks. I don't know if they're hinting at her being like a soccer player, but her level 3 is like real like soccer like with her moves and stuff. Very colorful. But yeah, I mean, let's just hope that Sagat doesn't come in and he's not a vanilla ice cream cone like he was in Street Fighter 4 and just, Tiger knees everybody and their grandmother to oblivion and back. And let's hope that C Viper doesn't come in and just, faint cancel her way to the top of the tier list.
Ooh, it's gonna be so crazy with her in here.
So we'll see. We'll see if she works the same, But I'm hyped. More characters for fighting games. I'm always hyped to see. As far as them bringing back Sagat that was a DLC, it is what it is. I mean, people love the character so much. It's just like Akuma. They're gonna pay for it. That's how I feel. It is like, hey, he was just DLC. You could have put him in base roster, but people gonna buy him. That's Capcom. They like, hey, you gonna buy him? So open your wallet up and be quiet. You gonna buy him?
Disgusting.
Well, I guess I can go ahead and go. Last week we was doing an episode, and I was telling somebody, they need to be quiet when grown folks is talking, and listen when I tell you something. I told you who was gonna come back. I told you who wasn't gonna come back, and I told you that you just had to let it go. But we still here.
Told us, so that's really what told everybody.
Well, you had double the chance to get it right, and you still wouldn't do it. So I just want to get that out the way first. And then also I just kind of want to get my negatives out the way first before I talk about this. Why are we waiting so long? Okay, one is only 4. Then we waiting a long time for this 4. We going from summer 2025 to autumn 2025. So Sagat probably could be coming soon, but from autumn 2025, we got to wait all the way until spring of 2026 to get Alex? Not even a character who like amazing that you would want to wait for. Why would we put characters like Alex in the game we want Adon? Why would we put characters like Alex in the game we want Dudley? Why is Alex here anyway? But anyway, then I'm kind of skeptical on these spring 2026 things because we know they said Elena was supposed to be coming in spring 2026. We thinking early. Next thing you know, they push it back all the way basically until summer. And I know it was because of the Nintendo Switch thing, but they could be flexible with these releases. So my goodness, the way from C Viper and Alex, that could be a long time. And we've already been talking about the gaps in time when it comes to these Street Fighter characters when they release. They've been focusing so much on World Tour and stuff like that. It's like the people who've been just focusing on actually playing the actual versus mode online and stuff like that. It's like, bro, like these characters are taking too long and yet they're doing it again. I think that thunder outside was crazy. That is Cheeks. Like this, I'm surprised that nobody else talking about this timeline. Like this is silly. But anyway, and once again, Alex sucked. But outside of that, Sagat is cool. Of course, we know Sagat is cool. I'm happy to see C Viper come back. She was Mr. Gamerlift's character that when we did the topic about like what character was in the game that felt like they belonged in another game. C Viper was that character, so it's great to see her come back with a drive gauge. So that's gonna be crazy. And Ingrid, I mean, I'm happy that she's getting one more chance. And people are just really upset about that, which I don't know why. I mean, but a good character solves all things. So all she got to do is come out and be good. And yeah, outside of that, I mean, 3 out of 4 is pretty good. Once again, I think the timeline sucks. And yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna be a good season. That's a long wait, bro. I mean, nothing in winter of 2025, period. We going through the whole winter from whenever this happens, whenever Siege of Viper drops in autumn. Nothing in the whole winter. That includes like January and February now, people.
Yep.
Come on now. But anybody else got anything to add?
Yeah, I because I mean, I think there was even delays with the first season, if I'm not mistaken, because Aki was supposed to come out before she did, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I mean, at this point, both seasons have had delays, and I guess this last season makes the most sense with the current season because of the Nintendo Switch thing, because they wanted to coincide with the release. But I don't know. And I mean,
give me my character.
I mean, yeah. I mean, and it's kind of crazy because at this point, you're talking about spring 2026. Everybody gonna be playing Grand Theft Auto next year. That's when Grand Theft Auto 6 drops. So
I won't.
Well, I mean, yeah, I won't either. But you know, most of the people in the world and everybody grandma gonna be playing Grand Theft Auto 6. But I guess that's not really a concern because usually those people are not the same type of people to play those games. But yeah, that's a long time. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, man, usually when you get like a DLC pack that comes out, you want to like, okay, I can play these characters. They're gonna come out in a timely manner. And for some reason, Capcom's like, no, not today. Marvel vs. Capcom 4 gonna be out by the time you get to play Ingrid and Viper.
Right.
What is this thing saying? Oh, okay.
It was probably saying Vegas should have been in the reveal.
Nobody thinks that but you. Nobody thinks that but you. He ain't coming.
Come on, bro. You crazy,
he
bro.
ain't gonna be here. He ain't that
crazy,
popular.
bro.
He off in Spain somewhere doing Spaniard stuff. Leave him alone.
Oh,
you
man.
Crazy, bro.
Let the man run with the Bulls. Leave him alone.
When they reveal his reveal trailer, bro, I'm gonna be so loud on this podcast.
I won't be here.
You gotta record, sir. So
I got a question. Are we going to talk about like the make touch on the patch at all, or any of like the new stuff? And
if you want to hit it, you can.
Just real quick, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. I feel like most of the characters most of the characters I play, except for I feel like Jury got nerfed. So it's because like they kind of messed up Manon. They basically like there's a setup in the corner that I just learned how to do. I literally like just learned how to do it maybe like a couple months ago with where like you throw somebody and you know how like you throw them, you get pushed out, and then you start like doing the charge up light snatcher, and then like if somebody, it's kind of like a way to like, you know, good pressure tool, because if they try to jump out, they're gonna get caught, and if they block, they just get pulled in. And if they what's called like they perfect parry, it's kind of like, okay, well, you know, if they perfect parried it, not much you can do. Or if they like just have parry, they get pulled in a little bit, but you can still kind of tag them with a medium punch. They took that out of for all intents and purposes, by changing the way his throw works, by pushing him back a little bit further, also making it so people can get up faster, and they also made his like what's called recovery longer. Completely kills that. Completely just like a setup I just learned is basically just deleted out of the game. It's pretty sad, and I don't want to go over the mess that they did to Manon. I'm just kind of like, why'd you even put this character in the game if you seem like you hate her so much? I don't get it, man. It seems like sometimes it feels like they got like this real, like a bias against a lot of the new characters that showed up in Street Fighter 6. And I'm a little annoyed, because it's like, this is supposed to be a game where like you can play the character and you can still play the characters, but it feels like they're making it more difficult for you to play like some of the characters in the game. It's like, why am I going to play this character if you're taking away a lot of the tools that make this character cool? It just doesn't make any sense. And you know what? And honestly speaking, to be spiteful, if I was to speak to Capcom, I would say, and this is why Disney doesn't want y'all to make the next Marvel vs. Capcom game. This is why ArcSys is making the next game. So there you go.
Do not mess with any old games, and do not mess with any of E's favorite characters.
Just play Ryu,
what's T-Hawk's protege name?
Lily.
Yeah, they can basically destroy her. She's like the worst character in the game for sure now. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people, it seemed like the biggest thing that came from this patch was Capcom being like, DAIGO, please come back and do what you've been doing. We've made Ryu everything you've wanted. It seemed like that's basically what it was. Because basically everything else you go and look up, people's opinions on it. It seemed like nothing big has changed. And I've said this before. I believe Capcom loves what Street Fighter 6 is. It came out great. This is what they wanted from their game. I think we've gotten spoiled in the past with like Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 5, where you get different editions, and it seems like they add new systems and new mechanics and red focus and another V trigger and oh my goodness, a V reverse. They changed so much. I think we got spoiled with that in the past. We were even hoping like with season 3, it basically kind of be a whole new game. But I think at this point, Capcom is just happy with Street Fighter 6. They're happy where it's at. This is what they wanted from the game. And, if it might just be boring updates from here on out until we get like to the end of the game's life, and they're just like bump it, like they did with Street Fighter 4, like Omega Edition. But I think this is just what they want from the game. They're happy with it. So,
I mean, like, I kind of agree with that. I feel like if they were to just do that, to just be like, oh, we're just going to do like boring updates from now on, I'd be like, oh, okay, cool. But I'm like, the way that they update these characters is just like, honestly speaking, man, like some of these the people at Capcom need to be brought to the Hague, to be brought up on war crimes, for war crimes, because this is terrible. Like, this is absolutely awful. This is legitimately heinous, like what they've done to some of these characters. Like, you need to be brought up on war crimes, man. Like, this is terrible.
Imagine if they made MK12 and Ferritor was the worst character in the game. It'd be funny.
That'd be a war crime too, bro. Like, what are we even doing here, man? Like, what's the I don't know. Let's not get into that, man. Like, the fact that they've disrespected Ferritor by not having them in like the last couple games, disgusting. And that's why that's one of the reasons why MK1 failed, because there's no Ferritor.